everyone, so today I've got the Dolce & Gabbana holiday collection. I've got the new eyeshadow palette from them and I've picked up just one of the dual lipsticks. But I have also picked up two of their blushes which launched earlier this year. I didn't try any of them, heard great things about them. So I've got two shades to show you in the new blushes from them as well. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Hannah, I'm 47, I'm not a professional, I'm just somebody who loves makeup and beauty. And here on my channel, I like to review the latest products, show you some of my favourite looks, and give you any beauty news you might be interested in. If you think you'd enjoy this sort of content, I would love it so much if you liked and subscribed, and hit that notification bell. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for returning. You know I appreciate you all very much. And my skin tone, if that's helpful for matching with these colours, I've got fair to light skin with neutral undertones, and I've got blue eyes. Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's get on with this video. So you might notice my hair's a bit darker, and that's because I put a poll out a few days ago asking which colour should I go. Should I stay very light blonde? Should I go to, I think it was hazelnut or ash blonde, or this which is dark beige blonde? I think nearly 50% of you voted for the dark beige. So I've gone for it. I don't know how I feel about it. It feels very dark for me. I think my family are a little bit shocked by it and not quite sure about it as well. My sons keep saying, do you like it? Which doesn't really suggest they do, does it? Anyway, it will, when I wash it, it will calm down and lighten it, because underneath my natural hair is very light. I actually went pretty much white in my 20s. We've got this hereditary thing in my family. So I was blonde as a child all my life. And then we started getting white coming through in my 20s, so I never really wanted to find out how my hair would look with that. So I know my natural colour was sort of a darkish blonde, darkish light blonde, lighter than this. And now at the moment I think it'd be white if I let it go completely out, which I won't be doing. So this is dark for me naturally and for what I'm used to. So anyway, I just wanted to darken things up for Christmas, so something different. I'm not sure if I'll keep it next time I dye it. I do actually do it myself. I like playing around with dyes, but anyway, just wanted to say that to you. So thanks to everyone for taking part in that poll and helping me to be brave to try something new. Anyway, let's get on with this review now. The Dolce & Gabbana collection actually launched in the US, I think a few weeks ago, but we've only been able to get hold of it here in the UK in the last week. So I ordered it straight away because this is a formula I've never tried before. I love the look of the packaging. I've enjoyed the latest things I've tried from Dolce & Gabbana, especially their foundation, and I just thought I would try it. So let's have a look at this package. Actually, sorry, before we look at it, I have done a swatch video. So let me show you the swatch video of the things I'm going to show you now. So here it is. So you can see the packaging on this is beautiful. I think when I've seen clips and videos of this, it never really does it justice. So I don't know if on camera you're going to really appreciate how lovely this is, because I thought when I saw pictures it might look a little bit sort of cheap, but trust me, it's not. It's a very, very solid, not cheap at all sort of packaging. And obviously this sort of jewel, if you like that sort of thing, it's really deep. Very impressive, very unique and very different. I really do like it. So it's got a stand-up mirror, again, very solid. I mean, look at the thickness there. So it is really good packaging. And then here are the shades. So it's coming with this little brush inside. So we've got a sponge tip and a brush, which I won't be using, but it could be useful if you were topping up on out and about. And the mirror is a very good stand-up mirror, actually, really good one. So love the packaging on this. And the details for this is it is £54. It says to dress your eyes with jewel inspired makeup for dazzling eyes. Limited edition eyeshadow quad featuring a quartz harmony with 4 shades. And this has 3 different finishes. There's one soft matte, There's 2 metallics and there's 1 duo shimmer. The soft matte offers 1 stroke colour impact with an extraordinarily creamy gliding texture. The metallics provide full colour coverage and intensity with a sensorial texture, and the duo shimmer delivers a multi-dimensional glow with an ultra gliding texture, perfect for creating glamorous and sophisticated looks. And I have to admit, when swatching this, I was pretty impressed. I love this sort of duochrome one as well. I think this is the one I really want to see all over the eyes when I try this one out. So I think it's quite possible I would go for 2 different looks with this. So this one all over the eye and just this to brighten in the inner corner, and this one all over the eye and this one to brighten in the inner corner. So I don't know whether to do that today, 1 on each eye. I think, should I do that? I think I will. That's what I'll do. But I was going to try all of them together, so I'll explain how I would do it all together as well as I'm doing it, I think. I'm using my Rapha number 1, going straight into this matte. Not much in the way of kickback there, so it's not too powdery, which is great. So on my eyes at the moment, I've just got a bit of powder and concealer. So that's coming on very, very smooth. I like that. Straight away, I really like that. And obviously being Dolce & Gabbana, this is an Italian formula. So I'm taking this matte into the outer V and I'm going to take it above the crease and in the crease. That's a really, really nice shade. I love that. So it's reading a little bit warm, which I would expect because this is a very warm palette. Warm colours do suit me. I like cools as well though, to be fair, but I think warm is probably my best match for my sort of blue eyes and my complexion. Well, I've got to say I am so impressed with the ease of application with this powder. No fallout, it blends, almost blends itself. It's a gorgeous formula, really, really gorgeous. Makes me really want to try more mattes from Dolce & Gabbana because that is a really, really, really nice formula. And with the Rapha 3, I'm going to take this underneath as well and just bring it to meet here. And I'm just taking a fluffy brush. This is the BK Beauty 202, is it? I can't read it anymore, it's gone off there. Anyway, BK Beauty fluffy brush, and I'm going into the Tom Ford Black Diamond palette, a palette I just keep on my desk all the time for this purpose, just dipping into that cream to take it under the brow but also to soften the edges here. Now I did say I wouldn't use all 4, but I feel like I want to, sorry, I've got the Tom Ford one there, I want to deepen up the outer V a little bit, so I'm wondering if I can do that with this sort of coppery brown shimmer. So I will actually go in and use all 4 for this first look. I'm going to put it here just to see if this shade might just give me a little bit more depth. Because obviously this one is one of the metallics, so it's going to give me quite a bit of shine. And I really like that actually by there. I'm not sure it's added much in the way of depth, but it's certainly given it a definite, more definition, hasn't it, in that outer V. I really like that. It's just gone on so well. Honestly, I'm very, very impressed with these formulas so far. Really am very impressed. So for the other eye, I'm going to do exactly the same to start with. But then I'm actually going to use my finger and take it over the lid on the other eye. So now taking the brown across the lid on this eye, because I really want to see this across more of the lid. That's a really, really lovely shade, isn't it? Oh, I like that one a lot. That is really nice. So basically on this eye, this shade is basically covering the outer V and the first sort of 2/3 of the outer part of my mobile lid. So now for this eye, where I haven't taken it across, I'm going to go in for this gorgeous duochrome, duo shimmer. You can see why I wanted this one all over the lid. This one can't just be half or a third, it's too pretty. So you're getting a sort of rose, pink, gold shift. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. They definitely need some big palettes. I know they released one, I didn't like the look of the colour story on that one. And honestly, I didn't hear much about it in the way of good reviews. But if they came out with a big palette with these formulas, I would be very, very, very happy. Look at that. That is beautiful. Definitely the star of the show, isn't it? I've had no fallout with anything using my fingers or brushes, so again, excellent formula. And now for both eyes, I'm going to go in with this lightest shade. So I will start by using my little finger. I just need to make sure I don't have any of that rose on it. And I'm going to go into this light metallic. And I'm going to take that here. And just bring it to meet that sort of coppery brown there. And take a fluffy brush to just bring it up a little bit more. That's another beautiful colour. And look how quickly they just blended together. I'm really not having to do much work here at all. I'm just putting the two colours together. I might actually take a little bit more of the brown to just go over where they meet there, so it's sort of fused in the middle. And then I'm going to do the same on this side and bring it to meet with that rose gold. Oh, I love this, I really do. This is stunning, it really is. It's surprised me a lot because pictures do not do this one justice. I'm not going to go in with one of those metallics in my inner corner because it just doesn't flatter me very much. So I'm going to go back into my Tom Ford Black Diamond and I'm going to go into this cream. So any sort of matte cream shadows you've got in your collection, I'm sure you've got plenty, or just a setting powder even you could use, would work for this. But this shade particularly just works so well in my inner corner. It is my perfect inner corner shade. And if, like me, you've got very fine lines in this area here, I find when I put shimmers and metallics there, they just get more emphasized, whereas a matte like this just blurs it and it looks so much more complementary, I think. Just gonna add a little bit more into the brow using this brush because it's slightly more dense and it packs it on a bit more. I'm actually going to go in with the Rephr 3 now to match the metallics from above with below. So this side I'm putting that sort of coppery brown. That's such a lovely shade. And then just clean the brush off. I'm going to go in with the Duochrome or Duo Shimmer for this side. So you can see here the brush is picking this up nicely. So this is one that can be used with brush and fingers. In fact, the brush picked it up very, very well, which is quite unusual actually. I normally have to go in and in and in to get shimmers like this to pick up on a brush. Very, very impressed. But I do need a bit more depth for me. I don't like that sort of rose as it hits my waterline. I think I need a bit more darkness. So I'm going to try and just use this palette. So I'll use my Rephr 23 brush and go back. Shall I go into this? I think I'll actually go into this and use the metallic because I think it's a little bit darker. Yeah, that's working quite nicely actually. So you can see I'm getting a deeper shade from it using a brush like this, which is a liner brush. I'm just going to brighten up my waterline. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes Exaggereyes Duo liner, which I love lately. I'm just going to pop some of this here in the waterline to brighten up a bit there. I do feel this needs a little bit of a liner on me, but I'll show you how they look without at the moment. So here we have mostly of the Rose Gold Duo on this lid here. Isn't it beautiful? And then this one we've got mostly that sort of brown with the lighter shimmer together. I really love them both. But there isn't anything that gives depth for me, not true depth. So I will go in with a darker liner, and I think I'll go with the black end of the Exaggereyes liner. So that is how both eye looks are with some liner, and I've also gone in with my mascara. So I've got all the shades on this eye, so I've just got a little bit of that brown there, the bronze metallic in the inner corner, sorry, outer V, and then mostly rose gold across the lid, which I think is absolutely sensational. I'm glad I did it this way now because that's definitely the way I would use this palette. So for me, it definitely has two strong looks. So we've got the brown with that sort of white champagne shimmer, And then we've got the white champagne here in the inner part of the lid mixed with the rose gold. They are beautiful, aren't they? I'm so impressed with it, I really am. I have to say, I think that's probably one of the best formulas I've actually come across in all of my holiday collections. That is how impressed I am with it. I think it is really, really good. So definitely hoping for some more from Dolce & Gabbana in eyeshadows. That would be really exciting. So anyway, I'll move on to the blushes. So I didn't get these again because I suppose Dolce & Gabbana are quite new really with launching all these makeups, and when they launched it I think I was just done with blushes. We've had so many over the last couple of years and I skipped it, and I heard so many people telling me you'll regret it, they're so good, you must try them, they're beautiful. So I thought as soon as I'm going for this Christmas collection I will pick up 2 blushes. And the packaging on these, again, I don't think that pictures or even videos now do it justice, because similar to the eyeshadow, the packaging on this is very solid, very, very luxury feeling. I really like it. So you can see it's nice and thick. We have the Dolce & Gabbana logo there, really very solid. I love it actually, really, really tasteful. So you just push in on the logo here to release and then open. Again, we have a nice mirror. Very, very solid. I lovely. I really, really do like it. So this one is the shade Blissful Mauve. I'll just do a quick swatch on the back of my hand. So it does say that these can be used on eyes and cheeks. So it's almost a slightly creamy formula. It's a powder, but it feels creamy. And it promises as well that they won't crease if you use them on your eyelids. Obviously that's not something I can try today, but it's something I'll definitely be trying with this next shade. So this one is Joyful Peach. If you know me, you won't be very surprised that I've picked up another peach. So yeah, it does feel very creamy to the touch, you know, very creamy for a powder. So here is Joyful Peach. So you can see from the way they swatch, they will glide very nicely across the eyes. Not massively pigmented though. So going by the fact they're a bit creamy, I was going to use my normal blusher brushes. I always use these ones from Rapha, but going by the fact they do actually feel a little bit creamy. Strange, because they are powder, but they do feel very creamy. So if you know anything about these and you know more about the formula, because I haven't got much information sat in front of me here, it just says that this is a blush powder, but it's been infused with Italian raspberry and grapes, which helps to retain moisture. So that might explain why it has a slightly creamy texture. So I think what I'll do is actually apply it with something I use for cream blush. So that's my BK Beauty 109. I'm going to try both of these and then mix them together. So I'm starting with the peach, excuse my throat. So this one is Joyful Peach. Whoa, that picked up a lot because this is a dense brush, I suppose. I don't know if this is the right brush. It probably isn't, going by that. It's picked up too much. Let me switch it up to this brush. It just felt so creamy. I thought maybe I need to use a cream type of brush. It definitely needs a softer brush, I think, to really diffuse this. Yeah, that is a lovely formula, isn't it? It's a powder that's got, I wouldn't say it's got a glow. It's almost a matte finish, but it has a little bit of a glow. Yeah, that is a very nice formula. I'm not sure about the right brush though, so I'm going to start the other one on the other side. So this is the Blissful Mauve. Start this with the powder, sorry, the powder brush. Yeah, I can't even get my words out. So this is the Rapha brush. This is their special brushes, the limited edition ones. I use these all the time for my blush. Yeah, it definitely applies better with that, so you don't need to go in with a cream type of one. You saw how it just applied too much using the dense brush. Oh, that is a really nice shade. Now this shade is more of a sort of suitable shade, I think, for this look and for this time of year. I really like that one. Whereas the peach is definitely, for me, more of a summer colour. Yeah, which one do you prefer, peach or the mauve? I think they're both beautiful, but for this look and for this time of year, it's definitely for me the mauve. So what I'm going to do is take the mauve and just take it to the top now of the peach. So it hopefully becomes a bit more suitable for this look. And I'll leave the peach at the bottom, just so that we've got a sort of duo effect, but that's not how I choose to wear it. I just wanted to show you the two shades on their own before I did this, but I would choose to just go in with this Blissful Mauve. I wouldn't combine them, but just so I don't look strange, I will, oh, I don't want to use that brush. I will go in with this peach on the lower section here, just so that both cheeks match. Now they look a bit bonkers at the moment, way too much blush, but I just want to even them out. So what I'll do now is I'll go in with a finishing powder and soften this all up. So this is my YSL finishing powder, which I've been using so much lately with my Sonia G Buffer Pro, and now I'm going to take this around the edges to soften and diffuse this. I'll just pop a bit of highlight. I've been using this one from Clé de Peau. I'm sort of rotating through my favourite holiday highlighters at the moment. So this one's from the Clé de Peau holiday collection. So it's number 107. Gorgeous highlight, really is. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? So there you can see both blushes now. You can see more of the peach here and then a little bit of the mauve at the top. So you're not really seeing the true finish of that mauve, which I think would suit the look better, but you can see a little bit of it anyway. But I think that combined now they look a little bit more fitting. So now I'm going to go in and do my lipstick. So I've only picked up one of these new lipsticks. There were 4 of them actually, so I will pop up the 3 other shades you can get in this above me now so you can see the different colours. So this one is £43, this gemstone lipstick. This is limited edition and this promises to offer a vibrant one-stroke colour payoff. So the packaging again is absolutely beautiful. I really do like this. This doesn't feel quite as heavy and luxe though as the eyeshadow or the blush compartments. It's a little bit more of a sort of thin plastic, but still very nice. And this is described as having a smooth and lightweight texture, which should be very soft on the lips. And this should also give you full shine and impactful lip finish, it says. So my shade is Amethyst Rose, which is just a shade I think looks beautiful and I think is more wearable for me. So let's try this on. Definitely feeling creamy straight away, which is excellent. I love a creamy lipstick. The last thing I want is something that's going to dry out my lips. It's got a very pointed tip actually, so you could definitely use this to sort of line your lips. Yeah, it definitely works to do that. Well, I think that's a beautiful shade actually. Very, very wearable, something that will go with lots and lots of different looks for me. Perfect for this time of year, but I think this would also work going into spring as well, as that sort of transition from winter to spring. I would want to lighten up a little bit as I reach spring, but it's almost quite good for that transition colour. So I wouldn't say this is a really strong, deep party shade, but that I've gone for this shade because it's a shade I happen to love. So I know I can get a lot of use out of a colour like this, and it feels very, very creamy. I immediately know I do not need to add any sort of gloss on top or any lip balm or anything like that, which I always tend to reach for. So that's a really good sign. So I will put in the, I will put a note now below letting you know what the longevity is like, because by the time I edit, this will have been on my lips for probably about 2 hours. So I'll let you know if it disappears. Being so creamy, it might vanish. I will be going on to have a coffee in a minute and a little snack. So we'll see if it lasts. So I really like that. What do you think? So that is everything I've got from this collection, all tried on, and everything has been a rather big success, I have to say. The eyeshadow has got to be up there with one of the best out of every release I have seen. I think it is fabulous. I mean, at the moment, I'm almost thinking formula-wise, it could be the best I've tried. I don't know if I'm going mad saying that, but I really do think, I don't think it can be beaten, put it that way. And when I say the best, I thought Clé de Peau, but they don't have that sort of wow pigment and wow shimmers. I love that sort of wow shimmer. It beats the Pat McGrath for me quite easily actually. And I'd say it matches up maybe with Danessa Myricks, which is my top. That's my top palette. So it's Natasha Denona quality, I think. But the duochrome might even, well, I'm not going to say top it, because it depends what shades Natasha Denona releases. It doesn't top it, because Natasha has done some lovely duochromes with rose gold, but it is up there, you know, it really is. So please, please bring us more Dolce & Gabbana. That is absolutely gorgeous. And the packaging, I love it. Who doesn't want a bit of jewel and luxury packaging at Christmas? Beautiful. And then the blushes, which weren't part of the holiday release, but I finally got to try them. Ever so glad I did. One of the nicest packaging I've had in a blush. I think it is beautiful. The formula went on beautifully. I really, really like the way it looks. So definitely be using that peachy shade in the summer, and this mauve, perfect choice for this time of year. So I'm really pleased with that one. I'll definitely get plenty of use out of that. And then obviously the lipstick, gorgeous formula. Again, love the jewel. Packaging, 10 out of 10 for this collection, 10 out of 10 for formulas. So nothing I can say to put you off this collection, I'm afraid. I have to recommend this. I strongly recommend this. It is gorgeous. It's pricey, but for me, if you like these colours and you like the look of the packaging, it's a lovely treat to get for yourself or a loved one because it is gorgeous. Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you picked up this collection? Are you thinking of picking it up? There are sales all over the place at the moment, so you never know, you might even get it reduced somewhere. I can only get it in the UK at the moment on the Dolce & Gabbana site, and I don't think they'll reduce it, to be honest. But you might find it somewhere, so keep your eyes peeled, and if I see it reduced anywhere, I'll certainly let you know. But yeah, I would love to hear if it's on your wish list or already at home with you and you're already enjoying it. I have heard already from some of you you've picked it up, so, and I haven't heard anything but positive comments. So anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, I would like it so much if you liked and subscribed. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for returning and being at the end of another one of my videos. I appreciate you all so very much. You can see I'm tired, can't you? As usual. Anyway, I hope to see all of you again for my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.